Hello, how's it going, boys? Welcome back to Mogul Mail. Today, we're talking about Twitch. Oh, Ludwig making a Mogul Mail video about Twitch. How new and interesting and exciting. Yeah, I know. I get it. Okay, it's kind of like you looking up your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend's Instagram page. The only difference, I'm paid to be here. Anyway, they're trending on Twitter today because of a Bloomberg article about changes they're trying to make to their partner program, changes they're trying to make to become more profitable. All right, it's the key. We'll talk about that later. Let's go over the changes. First one, pretty simple, incentives for more ads. New tier systems, don't really know what that means, but okay. No more exclusivity, very interesting. All right, because right now, if you're a partner, you can only stream on Twitch. This will open up people to being able to stream on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, which a lot of people believe, and I do too, is a better way to grow overall. You're just reaching more people. And then the final one is the one I skipped over, which is the new revenue split, 70% to 50%. Now, that number is going down, which is bad for creators. And I at first read this and I was like, okay, new revenue split 70% in just for your guys' understanding. This is for subs, right? So 70% of a $5 sub is $3.50. Most big creators are currently getting that $3.50. Most of them. Some of them aren't because they kind of stopped giving it out. Like I know Atrioc, for example, has like 6,000 subs. He gets the plain old 50-50 sub split because they just kind of stopped giving out the better split. So I thought this was something they've already implemented, which is stopping new creators from getting the 50-50 split. But it turns out they're considering taking people who are currently making 70% for every sub and just slicing it down to 50, which is kind of crazy. That's a 20% pay cut for thousands of streamers. That's a lot of people who are going to be losing a lot of money. Now, it doesn't really affect people like XQC or Miz who are already set. Okay, they've crossed the threshold of, I don't care how much you fucking make, it's already too much. Bunch of people in the middle, though, who are just getting kind of slammed. Now, let's take, for example, somebody like Coney. Coney is a Smash Ultimate commentator and streamer, and he's like 2,000 subs. You make $250 on it, you walk away with about $5,000 before taxes. The taxes are a little bit higher because you're a contract worker, $60K a year. If you get that extra dollar, right, $250 to $350, all of a sudden you're making $7,000 a month. Okay, $84,000 a year. That's looking pretty good. All right, that's a juicy payout. That's a nice job to have. And it makes a big difference for a lot of creators who are just starting to do this full time. So a lot of people were reasonably upset about this. And a lot of bigger creators were also kind of annoyed at the ad changes because Twitch viewers hate watching ads. It's not ingrained into the culture at all. If you watch a YouTube video, like maybe one of my videos, you might notice there's like a lot of ads, like a lot, like every couple minutes. My bad. But most of you guys don't care. And there are studies that show that viewership does not change on YouTube, even with higher ad density. You know, if you run an ad every 5 minutes versus an ad every 3 minutes, people don't really care because it's ingrained in the culture and the ads aren't very intrusive. You can just immediately hit the skip button. And Hassan even talked about this. He said, when I negotiated my contract, I knew this was coming. So I locked in 1 minute of ads per hour. And this is in his bespoke contract because he's a much larger creator. And he's right. That is a very, very low number. I mean, most people are doing triple, quadruple, even quintuple that amount of ads per hour. 1 minute of ad an hour is nothing. I mean, that's a very small amount. And then Pokey tweeted out, IMO, Twitch should implement ads that don't directly interfere with the stream. Sidebar, picture-in-picture, underlay, etc. I understand advertisers are essential to make a platform profitable, but intervening with the viewer's experience isn't how they should go about it. I agree. Let's take a look. All right, this is incognito tab. Let's just boot up XQC stream. I want my Overwatch 2 drops. Unskippable 30-second ad. Right? You can't see right here. I'll move over. 30-second ad. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing. Especially because most people who watch on desktop like to bounce around. You know, you're like, okay, what's XQC doing? Overwatch? Well, okay, I'm going to switch over to Mizkiv. And they give you another ad. This is another 30-second ad. Even though I watched 15 seconds of the other one, it doesn't matter. I have to watch a full 30-second ad just to switch over to Mizkiv, which is frustrating as hell. All right, and then take this with YouTube where, you have the ad here at the top, and then I want to watch Darman.
My name is Nikki Terranova. I work with United States
Hi,
veterans.
Nikki.
I love what I do.
Oh,
and
wow,
that
that's
is
really
in no
cool. I don't give a shit.
What? We can decorate that last.
And now, since I just watch an ad, I can switch to another video. And they won't serve me another ad. Because the way YouTube works is they know how recently they just served you an ad. And they won't serve you back-to-back ads within a minute because they know you'll leave the platform if that happens. So they very intentionally check. You just watch an ad, you don't have to watch another one. That's why a creator can't put an ad every 5 seconds. YouTube won't serve those ads even if they're meant to be there by the creator. Twitch doesn't have that technology yet, which makes it really frustrating. And it makes me pay $9 a month for Twitch Turbo, which, if you don't know, is basically like their YouTube Premium. It's their ad-free service. Paying $9 for a goddamn ad blocker because I can't get it to work on my mobile phone. I tried to jailbreak it, didn't work. And it's crazy. And it makes sense. It makes sense because, look, Twitch loses a lot of money. This is their revenue over the past 5 years. And in 2020, they made $2.3 billion, which is pretty good. And in advertising revenue, they made $750 million. Not bad, all right? That was one of the biggest growths they had, and it was during COVID-19. Obviously, a lot more people watching Twitch. YouTube that same year, $120 billion. So we're not really in the same ballpark. But the bigger problem is how much money Twitch is hemorrhaging. I mean, they are burning through money. They have hundreds of engineers who they hire full-time people, and paying staff is not cheap. What products have Twitch released in the past 6 months to a year that these engineers are working on? Why do you have so many engineers if it's so bloated and nothing comes out for 9 months? And I've spoken to a lot of high up product managers at Twitch, and they have great ideas. They're smart people, but it's impossible to get them through. They're not really working like a well-oiled machine. And that's not to even talk about how much money they're losing with Twitch Prime. Are you kidding me? I mean, Twitch Prime's amazing, and it immediately made a lot more people sub count explode and be able to go full time, and better content came from it. But they lose money on that, right? And you can say marketing spent over and over and over, but eventually you have to prove it to the big dogs. Twitch will have to prove to Amazon that, these marketing expenses and us losing, millions, if not tens of millions of dollars every month is actually good. This is good for you. And eventually Amazon won't want to hemorrhage money. They will want to turn profitability like all Silicon Valley companies must eventually do is at least have a game plan to be profitable. And that's, the same problem that companies like Netflix and Uber are currently struggling with. And the difference is this is not a public company that has to report to shareholders and, maybe can stick around a little longer. They have to report to Amazon. So if Amazon one day comes down and is upset, and it's Jeff Bezos, and he's just fuming and going, Twitch has to respond, and they have to have some plan. And I think that's why they've made all these changes. That's why they want more ads for every streamer, because ads are a more scalable way for profitability. That's why they want to reduce the amount of money they're blowing and losing on subscribers. And maybe there's a day where they remove Twitch Prime. They know internally that doing that is like fire bells ringing, this is okay with the little dog sitting around fire meme. It wouldn't go over well. And I'll leave you off with this. Hey, nothing like my boss Lester coming in here. This is one of the heads of gaming on YouTube. Lots coming in YouTube Gaming next 2 weeks. Also, PSA, YouTube's rev share across fan funding features, Supers memberships, remains 70-30. Interesting. Now, I'll admit that I do think that right now, if you're a new creator and you don't get a deal from a platform, Twitch has a lot more to offer just in discoverability. Even though it's not the best discoverability platform, it's still better than YouTube Gaming. Because Lord knows when I go to youtube.com and I scroll down here like I always do, scroll down on the left and click live, this isn't great. This isn't the greatest thing of all time, right? Like Nora Jones. Why are they? This is one human. Okay, there's Doc. That's someone who should be in like the like-minded group of streamers, of gaming streamers that I should be watching. But it's impossible. It's all a mess. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna wait here for this Jake Paul stream and hang out with Janice and Colton Anyway, thanks for watching the video, boys. If you haven't, can you subscribe? All right, we keep getting more viewers on videos than we have subscribers, and it would be cool if the number went up because it makes me feel good. And that's all. See you guys next time. All right, goodbye.